Hi everyone. Right, I've been asked to do to show you how to make the hats and the fans and that in the miniatures that I've been doing. Now, you know, a lot of people think miniatures, oh, what am I going to use them for? Miniatures can go on your cards, your gift boxes, your alteration things, you know, altered projects. You can use miniatures anywhere, and we often need that little bit extra just to make our project look fab. So I'm going to show you first is this. This is the fan. Now I haven't glued it. Whoops! I haven't glued it together at all. But I'm just going to get something to put these bits in because they keep going everywhere. Where are we? Let's have a look. What have we got here? Wait a minute. Oh, just let me take a lid off here. That'll do. I don't want them to go all over. Right, so I've just got these in here. So what I've got here, I'm going to show you how to do the fan first, then we'll do the hat. Now, I've taken one of my extended beads. These are like, well, it's like a spacer, but you could put a big pearl on there or whatever. You can make it into a charm or something. And what I've done is I've taken a feather and I've pushed the feather down into the tube. And then got it where I want it. That's how long I want it for the fan. And then I've cut it. And then all I've got here is a small pin that I've chopped down. And that is now going to be glued into there. So all I'm going to do is put the nib in there. If my glue gun's going to work. And then pop that and twist. I'm only going to twist it to make sure that all the glue sits around everything inside that tube. We'll catch the feather and everything. And look, and straight away you've got a beautiful fan. Now if you don't have these, that's fine. What you can do, I'll just get one. There we go. Is I've got some of these connectors. They're like these little tiny things. But you can use any of them. So I'm just going to use one of these now. You may have to cut it, that's fine. So I've got a little connector here. Oops, a little connector there. Like that. And I've got the feather. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the feather here. Just to give it a good crown. Don't waste that because that can make butterflies. Okay, so just take off the excess. Like that. So that's what we've got. And then what you do is you take a little bit of wire. A bit of wire. And I've just got really thin, I don't know what gauge it is, but I've just got really thin flexible wire. And I'm going to need some small beads. I've got my jar of beads at the side of me. And of course we're going to need pink. And you need about 3 or 4 of the, oops, not that one, wrong colour sleeve. 3 or 4 of the pink. Oh, whatever colour you're doing, should I say. 2 3mm beads. You mix your colours and do whatever you like with them. I'm actually going to make one slightly bigger as well. There we go, there's a bead. I've got another one of those. Excuse me. And then I've got like a crystal bead. So that's what I'm going to do. Take hold of the smallest bead, which is the pinky purple one. Excuse me. Thread that onto the wire. Get that onto the end and twist that. So twist it right down like that. And then just twist the whole thing as long as you need it. And then all I'm going to do is just cut mine off. Thread on the next bead, which is a pink one. And then another one. Like that. And then the larger bead. And there you are, you've got that. Now what I'm going to do now is just to glue the last one on. Just glue it on, like that. And that's secured that. And then I'm going to snip that off. Leave about 1/2 centimetre. Like that. Take the feather that we've got, which is that there. Pop a little bit of glue down the spine. And then you're going to put that onto there. And you really need a mat, you know, non-stick mat. So just pop that on. Take your connector, and I'm just going to snip off the hoop. I don't need the hoop on the end. And then I'm just going to press that. Hopefully you can see. Press that onto there. Like that. Oh, I stuck it on there. And not quite got mine in the centre, but you can do that. And then you've got your fan. Now I could have shortened this if I wanted to, but I'm just showing you how to do it so you can play around. You can, as well, if you want to, is pop a little bit more feather. So cut that off what you had originally, and pop a little bit more feather onto the back of that one just to fluff it out a bit more. That's great. Like that. And you can trim these down if you don't want them all on. But there you go, and you've got a fantastic fan. So that's how you make the fan. Now what we're going to make is the hat. I'm hoping I've got enough time on here. So what we're going to do is you need to cut a circle out. But I do mine as a square first, so I'm just going to cut my pink felt into a square, which is roughly that. Corner to corner, and then corner to corner again. And then I would just fold that up, so you're making a cone, and fold that one back. So you just in half and then fold them back. And this is the lowest point, that's the middle. So take it from the lowest point and just cut round. And it will give you a near enough circle. Anything that's just not quite right, just snip off. Like that. And there you go, you've got your little circle near enough. So I'm just going to dispose of that. They're pretty, aren't they? Look. So there's the hat, but then you need to fold it in half again and half again. Now I'm going to cut the centre out that will stand, you know, go on the hat stand. Which I don't have because they were Julie's, not mine. So you cut that out, and that gives you the centre of your hat. Just trim it round, and get it as round as you can. If I'd cut that properly, I wouldn't have to be trimming it. Like that. That's near enough. I'm just showing you. You need a circle in the middle. And then... Oh, I need that for this. I've made up a little stick pin. And this was a longer pin, but I cut it short. And I've just put some spacers on, bead cap, some tiny wings, nice iridescent square bead. So I'm just going to glue that together because that's going in the hats. That's for the hats. Okay. So straight away we've got the little hat pin, miniature hat pin. Now what we need is just to cut a strip of this. And I might need 2 pieces. Oh no, sorry, I'm not doing that, am I? No, I know what I'm doing. I'm covering this ball. And what it is polystyrene. So all I do, move that out of the way. Take the knife. I've already started it just to save time somewhere. Here we go. So just finished cutting that up. Like that. doesn't matter if it's not perfect. So I've got that, which is going to be in there, the just right size. I'm going to take the pink felt and just cover the hat. So just cover the hat. You notice I put it onto the felts and not onto the polystyrene. Now I can just do that. Just put a little trimming of glue around the edge, and then you can just hold that tight. Just do that with it. Let that set a minute. Then what we need to do is just trim it off a little bit. Like that. Okay, so just press that in. Excuse me. I'm not cutting it off properly until it sets. Okay, okay. I mean, you can do these all different ways. I'm just showing this way. So, and then all I need to do is just cut this out once I've glued that onto there. I'm not going to put it bang in the middle because I'm wasting bits, and sometimes you might only need a small amount. So that'll do, because this hat Julie will put on the deck. That's what she's after. Now all we do is pop that on, and that will fit on there. And you've got a little hat. They're very, very simple to make. This could have been filled with wadding and just stitched. But what I'm going to do now is just to pop the glue around the edge. Like that. I mean, I'm rushing this. Take your time and, you know, do yourself a good job. Like that. Push it down. Like that. And there's your hat. The start of your hat, should I say. Don't worry about any imperfections. I love it because, look, they've got a shape to them with it being felt. And now what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it. So, I'm at the moment going to put some... Oh, I found that before. What did I do? Oh, here it is. Some of this little trimming on. So I'm just going to find the right way. Put it onto there. Like that. And then just keep going around. Like that. And you take this all the way around the edge. Like that. Excuse me. I'll just make sure I've got enough for what I want. Right. There we go. And I just run the little bit of glue just at the edge. and pin that together, and we can chop that bit off. So there, I've got the frill on the hat. Now what I'm going to do is to put some trimming on it. On mine, I'm just going to use some of this. Now this is the back, so I'm going to start at the back. And just work around. I hope you're seeing all of this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a piece off. I should have left it long so that it has a piece hanging down, and unfortunately I never thought about that because I change my mind as I go along, and that's my problem. I'm always changing something, so I want that to crisscross like that at the back. So I'll just put a little bit of glue on there. And that gives you a little bit of your ribbon at the back. Like that. I'm also putting a little bit of, it's where you get covered in glue, some beaded trim. Just put one there and one there. Like that. I might cut that down, you don't have to keep it long. Excuse me. And I can either add that on. I'm going to put the butterfly on, to be honest. So I'm just going to pin this little butterfly on. Glue that onto the back. Like that. Bend the wings where I want them. And then I've got some tiny wee flowers. Now you could put some trimming around here as well, but I've chosen not to do that. Just because I'm showing you. But you can decorate this up anyhow you like. Like that. Oh dear. Just like that. But that will look great on either a card. See? On either a card or a project. You know, an altered art project or something. Like that. Or I could, which I think I will actually. I'm just going to fill that in. Yeah. I'll fill that in. You can still see the trimming. Let's just get these, and I'm going to fill that in that little space. Like that. I'll do one more. Yeah. I don't need one more. That's that. So isn't that a pretty little hat? And then that can go on, of course, a hat stand. What I could do is just push that in, because it is only that foam. Like that. And that will rest on the head of the hat stand. Like that. Isn't that pretty? And excuse me, and they're as simple and easy as that. It is the wrong kind of hat. I changed my mind, but if I chose to, I could put a pin in there if I wanted to. So I'm going to leave that with you. I've shown you how to do the fans, that style, all like that, and have a go. Try and make them yourself. They're really quick, really easy, and great fun. I'm going to take that out. I'll use it in another one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye for now.